We are just about 3 weeks away from college football. Mark Rogers TV looking at ACC positional units. We bring in Jeff Greenberg from inside the ACC to help us out on North Carolina, Jeff. And you can say it was planned or you can say it was coincidence, but I got the Carolina blue on for you.
I see that. You're in Carolina blue and I'm in all black.
All right. Well, hopefully it's not a black down year for the Tar Heels. They got plenty of offensive fireworks on hand to score points like they did last year, despite the change in quarterbacks, of course. So let's talk wide receivers, because this is one of the better units, not just in the ACC. I think you can make the statement one of the better units in college football. When you talk about three really strong receivers, Ryan Switzer's been around for a long time. As soon as he stepped on campus, he was making big plays in the return game, and he's turned into a very exceptional, polished receiver, 54 catches last year. Mac Hollins, who makes bigger plays than Mac Hollins at 25 per catch last year, number one in college football, and Bug Howard. So a very strong threesome there.
Yes, and you're exactly right. The potential for them as a group is huge coming into this season. They should be considered one of the best overall receiver cores. I know different teams have different stars, but when you look at them as a group, it's hard to deny the fact that, you know, over the last 3 years combined, they have over 300 receptions, 4,300 yards, and almost 40 touchdowns a month between the three of them. So he comes back with all the potential in the world. He was a freshman All-American already due to his kick returning, punt returning, and he was actually tied, though, for the lead in receptions last year on the team, over 700 yards, 55 receptions, 6 touchdowns, and 48 receptions, or 9th all-time at UNC. And he already has the ACC record in punt return touchdowns. He's one shy of Wes Welker's record in the NCAA, and he's a first-team preseason All-ACC pick. Mentioned over 24 yards a catch, which was leading the nation's third best number in ACC history. 30 receptions, but over 740 yards and 8 touchdowns. He also comes in looking at possibly catching the school record in touchdown catches. He's 9 short of that. He had 8 touchdowns last year, and with the passing game, you know, assumed to be a big portion of their offense this year, he could be right in the mix for that school record. He was also a preseason second-team All-ACC pick. And then you have Bug Howard, who any other team, he would be the one you mentioned first. Huge guy. He's added about 20 pounds to his frame. He's an excellent route runner. And you throw it up to him, he's one of those guys that he's going to catch it no matter where you put the ball. And his senior leadership is going to be huge. So the three of them combined should have an unbelievable potential year this year.
Arizona Cardinals. He was part of the Greatest Show on Turf with Kurt Warner and company. Not the featured guy, but that third or fourth receiver who would come in, make great plays on third down, very reliable, dependable, great route runner. And North Carolina's got a son on hand, Austin Prole, caught 12 passes last year.
Yeah, Austin will be that guy that gets a lot of playing time this year. First guy off the bench, you could say, with behind the other three. Unbelievable route runner, very good hands, and again, he had plays when it mattered. When his number was called, he was there. He had a big catch in the ACC championship game, and he figures to, you know, another year experience, another year of work to play heavily into the offense this year. You know, you can't always depend on your starters to stay healthy. You got to have more than just the starters. He's definitely one of those guys that is going to get a lot of playing time this year.
So we have a definite big three. Austin Proehl has kind of distinguished himself as that fourth option. What other players could possibly get into the mix?
On the receiver side, I would look for the 2 Jordans. One, the transfer Jordan Cunningham, who sat out last year and is on the 2 deep now. And then Jordan Fialto, who's also a senior and came on later in the year last year as well. Should be a solid guy off the bench for them. And then one guy to watch, though, is their tight end, Brandon Fritz. He had 4 touchdowns last year, 16 catches. The interesting link for him is he played at the same high school as Mitch Trubisky. They know each other. They're friends. Obviously, they played together all through high school. And Fritz has developed very well each year, and I see him now having a prominent role this year. And another guy that defenses are going to have to pay attention to. I would be shocked if UNC didn't use him that way, so that they can spread the defenses thin with the attention they have to pay to everybody on the outside. not to mention the backfield, and then looking at Fritz coming out of the tight end position.
Fritz catching 2 of his 4 touchdown passes against Power 5 opponents, 1 in the big win in November against Miami, and also with the touchdown against Baylor in the Russell Athletic Bowl. Talking wide receivers and tight ends, North Carolina, with Jeff Greenberg from inside the ACC. Jeff, we always appreciate the breakdown.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mark.